going on, people? It's your boy Nando, part of the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Today, I've got a very special guest, Ryan Garner, who fights this Friday on the Mthalane Sonny Edwards Undercard. We're going to get him on now. We're going to talk about, obviously, his fight, who inspired him in boxing, and a lot more in his division. He's in a very, very good division, actually. He's ranked number 30 in the UK, obviously super featherweight as well. So it's a great division right now, domestically and worldwide championship as well. So getting ready for Ryan to come on, and we're going to talk about his fight. What undercard for him to be on as well. Mthalane versus Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards getting his chance at the IBF world title. It's been an opportunity for Sonny that we've been waiting for a long time, and here's his chance, and hopefully he can prevail and become world champion like he deserves. Also on the undercard as well, the very talented Michael Conlon as well on the undercard, live on BT Sports. So let's see if we can get Ryan now and we can talk about that.
Hey,
how you doing, champ?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Not too bad. You?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to me today. It's great to finally speak to you.
Yeah, no, it's all right, mate. It's all right. I'm always up for an interview.
Amazing, amazing. How's camp? How's training going?
If I'm honest, I know a lot of fighters say it all the time, but it's genuinely this is the best I've ever felt. Do you know what I mean? This like being fight week. Normally, do you know what I mean? You feel a bit down because you're cutting weight, etc. But I feel the strongest, sharpest I've been all camp, and this is fight week, so everything's gone really well, and it's just coming together really nice, ready for the weekend now.
Amazing. You returned to the ring for the first time in 14 months this Friday. On what a card as well. Sonny Edwards getting his chance at the world title against Mthalane as well. And then you got the very talented Michael Conlon as well. First of all, what's it like feeling that, oh my God, finally 14 months, I'm back in the ring? And what a way to do it on this undercard as well, and on BT Sport.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it's a big show. World title fight. Sonny Edwards fighting this mate is supposed to be really good, so that should be a good fight. The main event, obviously, Michael Conlon, loads of other good names on there. I've got my two stablemates on there as well, so I can't ask for a better show to be on, really. And I'm just buzzing to be back in there. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, it's been a long time coming. For like 14 months out, I think you said. So it's been long enough, but it's not going to be that long no more. I'm going to stay active as I can now.
Amazing. Obviously, your last fight against Jamie Quinn. Just sum up that performance. How do you sum it up?
It was all right. Yeah, I mean, I was out of the ring for a long time. He was a lot heavier than me. I think he was like half a stone heavier, just in the way, and let alone when he got in there. Do you know what I mean? So it makes a difference. Obviously, it's not someone naturally my weight to fight against. So obviously, they ain't gonna feel your punches as much. But I still thought I'd done okay. Not my best performance, but it was good to dust the cobwebs off. Do you know what I mean? So I was just
100%.
glad to get out again, really, after another long period. But obviously, this time, hopefully, I'll make a better performance. But once again, I've got a new opponent now, and he's a lot heavier than me again. So, but as long as I'm getting actually, do you know what I mean? I was worried that I wasn't going to fight in the end because it was struggling to find opponents. So I'm still glad that all this training that I've put in, do you know what I mean? It's not gone to waste, and I'm still getting out. So it's good.
Amazing, amazing. Let's talk about your opponent. Apart from being heavier than you, it's Paul Holt. He's 7 wins, 10
it's
losses.
not in that. It's changed.
It's changed.
He pulled out. Yeah, he pulled out. He pulled out, and we were struggling. It's only just been agreed today. Jordan Ellison now.
Sure. Okay. Tell us about, first of all, when did that happen that he pulled out?
I think the end of last week, Paul Holt pulled out, which is a bit of a ball ache, really, because I was sparring southpaw in the lead up, because obviously he's a southpaw. But that's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? I've been fighting different stances all my life. Do you know what I mean? But so this Jordan Ellison, he's, like I said just a minute ago earlier, he's a lot heavier than me. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, at least I've still got a fight there. And all this training's not going to waste. So I'm not really fussed about that. I should be too good enough, skilled enough anyway, regardless of the size difference. It'd be easy. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know much about him apart from the size difference?
Yeah. Well, I don't know much about him, but I know my stablemate Mark Chamberlain. He boxed him in his last fight. He stopped him in the first round. Obviously, it was a lethal body shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. But about that, it took like Sam Noakes like 5 or 6 rounds, I think, to stop him. Obviously, these are big. They're the weight above me. These are lightweights. I'm only super feathered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as I look good, which I generally feel I'm going to look mustard. Do you know what I mean? Don't want to blow smoke up my own ass. But the way I've been feeling on the pads and how I'm feeling right now, I can't see anything but a quality performance. I literally can't.
I know I always ask my guest this, but is it going the distance?
Well, like you say, he's naturally bigger, but I'm not going to look for it. But the way I'm feeling, it wouldn't surprise me if it didn't go the distance. You know what I mean? I could see me sneaking one of them body shots in and then it crumbling.
The piranha is coming.
Yeah, it's feeding time.
Let's talk about your division. Domestically, the
Mm,
division is amazing. You're ranked number 30 in the UK at the
yeah,
moment. But there's a
obviously
lot
that's
of
the reason I'm 30. I've been inactive in that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of
yeah,
fighters that are above me that ain't even in the same league. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't even
yeah,
finish the fight with me. Do you know what I mean? So I don't go much of them box race rankings because I know there's people above me that literally could lace my boots. So I'm not really
yeah.
fussed about the
So
rankings.
you
But like,
so I was going to say you're ranked number 30 for now.
yeah,
For
yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah. For now, yeah.
you're gonna climb the rankings, but domestically, there's some big fights out there for you. Obviously,
Oh,
not looking
loads.
past your opponent on Saturday.
Mm,
I want to name a few names. I just want your take on it. I'm not trying to get you to call anyone out,
yeah,
but just to see if you would want to share the ring with them and fight them next. You obviously got Louis Lin,
yeah. I
talented
think he's a
boxer, by the way.
featherweight, though, isn't he? Is he not a featherweight?
I think
I'm super feather now.
I think maybe it went up. I'm not sure if he
I'm
went
not
up or not.
sure. I'm not sure.
But at
But
catch
yeah,
weight, I'm sure it's a fight that can be done.
yeah. Oh, listen. I'm not fussed about people like that. Not at all.
You got Masood Abdullah. He only just made his debut, but a
Yeah,
very, very popular and talented boxer.
yeah.
Kane Baker, who just fought on the Matchroom undercard against Yusuf
Did he get
Kamari
stopped?
as well.
Yeah, he got stopped. Yeah,
He got stopped as well. You
I
got
think I'd
Reese
do the same.
Edwards. You got you got Reese Edwards as
Yeah,
well, and you got Andrew Kane as well. So you got a couple of good
I
talented
think
boxers there.
I think that Andrew Kane's fighting at super bantam or bantamweight now. He's gone
He's
down.
gone down.
Yeah, down. Yeah, they like to say he's a good fighter, but yeah, he's gone down the weights. I think his next fight is either bantam or super bantam. So it's quite a bit down. Yeah,
So you said
but all them names that you mentioned, not fussed about, not at all. Do you know what I mean?
would you welcome a fight with Kane Baker?
Oh, 100%. I don't see why. Well, this is the sixth round, yeah. I think I'm going to be. Frank said he's going to keep me busy. So hopefully I'm going to be out straight out after this to an 8 rounder. And then straight after that, throw me on Kane Baker. I'd happily fight him. Happily. You see them like fights, they're just stepping stones for me. Do you know what I mean? People like him.
Even if you fought someone like Louis Lin as well, you think it's a stepping stone?
Well, I believe in my ability. Do you know what I mean? I believe in my ability. Obviously, look, he's just won a WBC, but I think that was a WBC featherweight title though. So I'm super feather. So I don't know if he's campaigning at super feather or feather, but I'm pretty sure it's feather. But I'm not fussed about. He got a good engine. Got a good engine, but what I saw when he was fighting the other day, it didn't. He just had a good engine. Really, didn't see nothing like stand out or nothing. So.
I'm sure it's a fight that can be made. I'm sure Frank would be licking his lips at that potential fight
Yeah, of
there.
course, yeah. No, exactly. Frank's going to keep me busy now. So you'll start seeing the best out of me by being active all the time now. And then start seeing me some bigger, better fights after the next
Let's
couple
talk.
of fights towards the end of the year.
Let's talk about the top of the food chain of these rankings as well. Obviously, you've got Zelfa Barrett, you got Archie
Yeah,
Sharp,
yeah,
you got Joe Cordina, Martin J. Ward, Yusuf
yeah.
Kamari, you got Anthony Kakachi as well. What's your thoughts on these fighters, and would you like to share the ring with these guys one day?
Oh, of course I would. Obviously, some of them are Sky, some of them match him, do you know what I mean? So, and some of us are all Frank. Some are obviously aiming for bigger things at this moment in time. Large Sharps, he's near on world honours, you know what I mean? And the rest are all with Matchroom and that. But there's a few there, obviously, that with Frank, that would have, after a couple, obviously where I've been inactive a bit, a couple of fights, I wouldn't be fussed about getting in with some of these fighters. But it's just all politics, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Some people are aspiring for different things at different stages. Some of them ahead of me, do you know what I mean? So they ain't going to want to drop back and then fight me. It'd be stupid too. And some are with a different promotion banner, so some of them would be a lot harder, do you know what I mean? But whatever, obviously I've got a great team around me. My trainer Wayne Batten, obviously Frank Hopkins, Frank Warren support me. Got a good team around me. They know what fights is the best fights at the right time. So I just got to do what they say. Keep doing what I need to do in training, in the gym, in the ring, when I'm performing on fight night. Keep doing that, and then we'll see who gets put in front of me. Do you know what I mean?
What's the goal for yourself for the rest of 2021? Even though, like, obviously you've been out of the ring for 40 months, is the goal just to keep active for the rest of the year?
Nah. I'm towards the end of the year. Like I say, I've got a 6th round of this one. I'm going to go straight into an 8th round straight after this. See how that pans out. Then maybe do one more 8th round after that, just depending how it goes. Or if there's an opportunity for some like domestic title after that, an intercontinental title, English, something along those lines. You know what I mean? Anything. I reckon by the end of the year I'll be fighting for some form of title. Yeah, 100%.
Well, they're saying that it could be Zelfa Barrett versus Archie Sharp for the British. Mate, you never know. You never know.
Yeah,
You could face.
It just depends. I don't think Kakashi not got that though. He's British champion, isn't he?
Yeah, so obviously they will fight for the mandatory.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, obviously I thought Woodstock. Obviously they've had at Woodstock and Kakashi have had a bit of a few problems, haven't they? Some of them getting ill, injuries. So I think they're due to get on soon again. Let's see what happens. And obviously, just like you say, everything, it's always changing in the rankings, isn't it? There's people losing, people, do you know what I mean? There's always stuff happening. So it just depends who's there at the time and then just take it as it comes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. What I want to know is, what's it like being promoted by such a legendary Hall of Famer like Frank Warren?
If I'm honest, he's been perfect. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't have asked for anyone better, really. Like, he stuck by me. I've had a lot of hiccups along the road already in my career, and he's still stuck with me. He's still got faith in me, and he's still ready to put a lot of time and effort into me. So I can't thank him enough, really. So if I'm honest, I couldn't have asked for anyone better to be promoting me.
Brilliant. Someone asked me to ask you, where did the nickname the Piranha come from?
Yeah, I've had a couple of people ask me that recently. Well, obviously, my ex-stablemate, Joe Pigford, obviously, I was his stablemate. When I first turned pro, he was obviously fighting, I think it was at the Copper Box. And we was just trying to figure out a name because I was only 17, I think, at the time, just about to turn pro. Obviously, he's got Joe the Pigford. And everyone, you got to have a boxing nickname, ain't you, really? And then we couldn't think enough for ages. And then my cut man, Frank Hopkins, he said about Ryan the Lion and all that lot. And he would come out with some Bob Marley song, like a lion in the Zion and that. Enough. It's just too cheesy, do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just thought about it and it just come out of nowhere. I just thought the Paranha. And then it just stuck really, and I think it's really catchy. Everyone loves it. They're vicious. It's kind of like my style. Do you know what I mean? Aggressive style. So it's just panned out perfect, really.
No, 100%. What I want to ask you as well is, what's your thoughts on? And he is a legend as well, and domestically as well. What do you think of one day the Piranha versus the Shark, Ronnie Clark?
Yeah, like I say, I don't know. He's just on the comeback. He's with I know he's with Alfie and Robert Warren now.
Yeah.
So well, it just depends. Like you say, depends what's happening at the time and who's about and what I'm aspiring to. And, do you know what I mean? It all changes over time, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I just gotta do it. And my team, it's who they want me to go on with. It's not. I can't call the shot. I don't just call the shots. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I can add to these fights, but it's down to them, really. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm paying for. They're there to guide my career, so I put my faith in them. So who knows? Maybe down the line,
Would be a good scrap.
Yeah, obviously he's a great fighter. Look what he beats Alpha Barrett, didn't he? I think I was on the bill. Mate, the crowd was going nuts. I think I was just laughing at them. Do you know what I mean? Great fight.
We'll see who's got the sharper teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Piranha, I'd say, but you never know.
Obviously, I just want to ask your opinion. Obviously, I mentioned it before. Sonny Edwards finally getting his chance at the world title YBF against at the moment ranked #1 flyweight in the world, Mthalane, undefeated in 8 years. Who wins and why?
Mate, if I'm honest here, before this was even announced, I've never even heard of the fella that Sonny's fighting. I know he's been like a world champion for 7 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've never heard about it. Do you know what I mean? But I don't watch. I'm not a out and out boxing fanatic. Do you know what I mean? I don't sit watch boxing all the time. I don't study much boxing. That. Do you know what I mean? I watch the fight here and there when it's on telly or something. But I don't study the game in and out. So if I'm honest, I never even heard of him before the fight. But I know it's Sonny. He's a class operator. Do you know what I mean? He's as tricky as they come. So on his day, he can mostly beat any of someone in his weight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's that tricky and he's got the skill set. So just if he turns up on a night, and I don't know what this other affair's like, so I can't really call it if I'm honest.
As long as it's a good fight, that's what we want and excited.
Exactly, yeah. No, exactly. As long as BT viewers get a good fight, that's all that matters, isn't it?
100%. One fight I want to ask you about. You don't have to be a boxing fanatic to have a prediction for this one. The biggest fight in British, maybe in boxing history, about to be made.
AJ Fury? Yeah, I knew
who wins and why?
Mate, you know what? A lot of people, I reckon styles make fights. Do you know what I mean? Like, say, Fury beat Wilder, but I potentially reckon Wilder could knock out AJ. But I think the AJ Fury fight is complicated in itself. Do you know what I mean? So I think styles make fights. You know what I mean? Them two different styles could beat each other, but I think it's tough, mate. People think, obviously, I know Fury is a great fighter, and going off like his recent wins with Wilder and stuff like that, you got to back him. But AJ's style, I think, would be difficult for Fury. Just, you know what I mean? From his size and his speed, and I don't know. I think it'd just be a tricky one.
So a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, I think it's hard to call. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, styles make fights, and I think statistically that is a great fight, and it's hard to separate them.
100%.
They've all got they both got their like different attributes, don't they? So just depends who turns up on the night.
Of course, and it takes one punch.
Heavyweight division, it.
That's it.
One punch was all she wrote.
That's it. Ryan, before I let you go, obviously you're fighting this Friday on the Sonny Edwards undercard. What can the fans expect this Friday?
Career best performance. Gonna be feeding time. I know that because the Piranha's hungry. He ain't been fed for 14 months. But I feel it's gonna be my best performance yet, and I think I'm gonna really look good. I think his style's gonna suit me down to the ground, and I'm gonna look good. Honestly, do.
And your last message to your opponent?
I really got one. Really, obviously, just be prepared. Is all you're saying. It really. So I want to have a good fight as well. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, maybe take me some rounds, but just be ready.
Perfect. Ryan, just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to me today. It was great to speak to you, and I'll be honest, mate, I can't wait to see you back in the ring after 14 months, and then hopefully we can get these great domestic fights, and hopefully by the end of the year,
I'll be rolling them out after this. I'll be rolling the fights out after, so I'll be keeping me busy. So, top man, mate. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Stay safe and good luck on Friday, champ.
Thank you very much. Take it easy. Cheers.
Bye-bye.